Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, we're making money in Money Moves. We'll talk about that later. They're making money right now as I shoot this video. Guaranteed they're over there making money because the traffic trader is a crown trader. But let's get into what's happening right now. Listen, this was last night in the pre-markets, okay? And yesterday's video, I said I wouldn't even look at the pre-markets because they just won't be accurate by the time opening bell happen. But we're just going to go down this trail and see what's going on. So oil prices soared. Stocks opened sharply lower. All right, let's get that correct, right? We could see what else is going on. Ceasefire ruled out. All right, death toll. Unfortunately, a lot of death, right? In Iran, more than 1,200 people have been killed by Israel in American strikes, according to Iranian Red. You see this report. War is just bad. It's just bad. And who are these? These are not soldiers. These are innocent people on both sides. Both here, we have soldiers coming home in body bags. God bless their families. God bless them for just heeding the call of duty. But war is brutal and it's nasty, good people. I hate war. I hate it. I pray for peace. As oil reached above $100 a barrel. So oil was $100 a barrel. But, you know, I still say that we could bottom out this month. Okay? When? I don't know. But look at this. This is insane. The NASDAQ is now up 278 points after being massively down this morning, guys. That is insane. And that's why it's important to literally know what environment you're in. So we go from last night from the NASDAQ being negative 571 to now up 2. Look at that. That's almost, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1,000-point move in hours, okay? And so we could see what's happening with the S&P is positive. The Dow, guys, look at the Dow last night in the pre-markets, down 1,000 points. You can see that. Now it's up 273 points. Stocks pair losses as oil falls back below 100. Sorry, guys, I'm losing my voice. All right. Dow is down 350 points. Oil prices. Look at this. Oil price decline after nearly hitting $120 a barrel. As Trump says, U.S. considering taking over Strait Hormuz. And so that's one of the reasons why it is surging. I'm reading this in real time. I'm sorry, guys. Look at this. President Trump told CBS News that he is considering taking over the Strait of Hormuz. You could see that right there. And so that's probably the news that is moving the stock market positive, because everything we do is manufactured. Everything we have in our homes delivered, we need oil. Okay. And that's what's going on right now. I'm literally doing this in good time. Now, had they not come down with oil prices, the Fed was going to be forced into lowering interest rates. So that was one of the things that was positive. Okay, I'm really fighting to keep my voice here. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so look at some of the stock right now. That is runners. HIMS up 42%. At one point, HIMS was up 50%. Actually, I think 52%, but HIMS and hers was up 50%. We really did nice in those. Let me show you guys what's insane. These were all down. Look at it. They literally tanked this morning, and then they've been on a steady comeback, right? And then I let people in Money Moves know that here are some ticker symbols that you could trade doing options, right? Because these are cruise lines, and I got one airline in here, American Airlines. So when you zoom in, you see Norwegian, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and American Airlines. These were down like 4 and 5%, some of these, right? And they were going to be considerably heading down further. The higher oil spiked up, the more these were going to go down. But now they're actually up. Norwegian is actually up 3.84%. That's insane in a day where gas and oil is still high. But remember, the market is forward looking. And I'll tell you what other stock likes this, guys. Look at this. USAR and Oklo up. USAR is up 7% and Oklo is up 5.75%. And so good news is good news. Just for now, we're in an environment where some people are buying the dips and selling the rips, right? What we're doing is we are in the options markets. So when the morning is running up, we make money. If the morning is crashing, we make money. We can do that in the afternoon and we can do that in the evening. All right. Let's look at the Qs. All right. So now I give these levels, of course, in the pre-markets before we take off. And we made money on these Qs this morning. And before we even hit these levels, right? So when we opened, it came down, it hit this level that I had, kaboom. Then we hit this one and it just kept on just going crazy. Now it hit this one, bam, boom. Then it hit this one, boom, these levels. So we don't know from minute to minute, it even came up and literally kissed this level that I gave. Look at that. To the penny, came up and kissed this level. What led us to the money was the traffic trader. The traffic trader led us to the money. We had a red light here, yellow light meaning reversal, and in green light. We had a caution in there, but never red, and we went up. So this traffic trader, as you know in options, this move would have been a lot of money when we came from 600 all the way to 609 in options. That is a lot of money being made. And in closing, I got to brag on a few people that I am very proud of. And some of them, they are literally new traders. Okay. And so this person, big play today, TTS. TTS is something that I ask everybody to put in the chat. And that is trust the signal. What signal? The traffic trader. So walked away. Ooh-wee. Man, you got lunch. 638 points. Is that 638 points? Wow. 633.95 points. Walked away with a cool $3,400. Trust the signal. And then look at that. Another $202. You can see that. 84%. That's this morning. All right. Then much love, Larry. Time to disperse the profits in some ETFs. That's what I love. And that's what I teach. When you are making these profits, take some of these profits and put it into your long-term foundational plays like I talked about on yesterday. And then look at this. $899 realized profit, 213% in a day. And here's another one from the same person. So on this one, the HIMS call, this person made $899. And then on the Meta call, they made another $80. So come and join us. I did, as promised, make a shortcut in beginner options. So I literally made a shortcut so you can just come in, learn how to use TradingView, all right, and learn what a contract is, learn how to execute the contract, and use the traffic trader to lead you to the money. I made a shortcut class, and it is up, like I said, on yesterday. So come and join us. Hit that link that will appear there, or if you're on your cell phone, hit description, and below you're going to see Money Moves. It's going to be the top link in the description below. All right, I didn't lose my voice. Excuse me. I was struggling to keep a voice, but it is going in and out today. But the people are in there as we speak right now. There's 5 minutes left to closing bell, and there will be some more profits. So come in, earn and learn about this traffic trader. It's going to lead you to the money. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.